Our business editor, Richard Southern, joins us now, and we've heard the calls for lower credit card interest rates during this pandemic. And Richard, we're starting to see a little movement on that front.
Yeah, one bank has followed through on that, Melissa. CIBC says it will temporarily lower the interest rate on its credit cards for those customers that need the financial help amid the coronavirus pandemic and closure. Of course, a lot of people have been laid off. So CIBC says if you apply for this and if you get the okay from them, they'll lower their interest rate to 10.99%. Of course, we know credit cards have much higher interest rates than other forms of debt. Most Canadians pay 20% interest on their credit card. It's called unsecured debt because there's no collateral against it. You know, if you don't pay your mortgage, the bank can come and take your house. They don't really have much in the way of collateral when it comes to credit cards. But even given that, experts say the interest rates are way too high because the default rate on these cards are only about 3 or 4%. But anyway, CIBC lowering it. We'll see if the other banks follow suit. Melissa, the average credit card debt here in Canada just above $4,300, so it's something Canadians do struggle with.
Wow, okay, and Canadian banks are being inundated with mortgage deferral requests these days.
Yeah, this is troubling, right? I mean, the banks, they said, okay, if you need to, have some extra time to pay your mortgage, we're going to allow that. You can defer it, I think, until September. And turns out now 500,000 Canadians have requested such mortgage deferrals from their banks. The Big Six have deferred 10% of all mortgages. So that's a huge number. 10% of all mortgage holders in Canada simply can't pay their mortgage, one would assume by this, right? Now, you're still going to have to pay. The way this works is the principal amount can be deferred for 6 months with missed payments. However, the interest owing will compound and be tacked onto the outstanding balance. So the banks, they're actually going to make out okay on this. But the fact, Melissa, that so many people are looking to put off their mortgage really speaks to how big an economic crisis we're facing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Now a popular brand of beer will start disappearing from stores in the coming weeks.
Do you like Corona beer?
I do like Corona. It's nice and smooth, yeah.
Put the little lime in and whatever. Anyways, Corona is going to be, it's stopping production because of the coronavirus. You see, it's made in Mexico by Grupo Modelo. That's the name of the brewer. And the Mexican government said, you're not an essential business, so you got to stop brewing Corona. Now, a company called Constellation Brands imports it and distributes it here in Canada. And Constellation says, we got enough Corona on hand right now. We're not expecting any shortages in the near term. But did you know, Melissa, that sales of Corona beer were sliding the past few weeks because of its unfortunate coincidental name to the coronavirus? Some people were confusing the two and not buying it. So sales were down the last couple of weeks.
Oh, boy. And Richard, before you go, you've got a quick look at gas prices.
Yeah, you might want to fill her up tonight if you need it. Of course, I guess most of us don't need to go out. We should stay home. But gas is going up 5 pennies tonight. Melissa, you and I are back just a little bit after 6:30. There are some interesting side effects from Mother Earth amid this self-isolation. We're going to look at that and some more fun, lighter stories just after 6:30.
I cannot wait. Thanks, Richard. We'll see you again in the next hour.
Thank you.